It's time for some yoga flavor with Robin Downs.
Stay tuned. Coming up on this episode, Yoga Flavor series for sensual healing, focusing on hip openers, core control, and the penetration of the eyes. Also in this episode, look forward to yoga-inspired interviews with celebrities like Russell Simmons, Salley and Meagan Good. Allow me to share my history from the media arts to the healing arts. I became a certified Hatha yoga instructor in 1996 to give me the tools to cope with stress in my media career. I was blessed with an Emmy for Outstanding Individual Achievement in News and Documentary for ABC News, the show 2020. I also worked for the MTV Network, BET Network, behind the scenes of The Cosby Show as the music coordinator, behind the scenes of New Jack City as the unit publicist, definitely a mover and a shaker. But my mother's loss to cancer shook me the most, shook up my world, and had me refocus on my spirit, my mind, and my body with my style, my flavor. Thus, Yoga Flavor was born. Not just yoga, also the flavor of life. Raised in the boogie down Bronx, East Indian, West Indian, Eurasian, and Bayesian by way of a Puerto Rican neighborhood. That's multicultural, and that's the flavor.
Hi, I'm Russell Simmons.
I'm Kelly Morris.
And we are watching Yoga Flavor TV.
He's very dedicated, and he manages to combine, which we all know is a very active and culturally significant place in our society, with coming to a very humble place to practice, inside of himself and to approach that spiritual aspect of his life.
All of it has had a dramatic effect in my life. I started out, I was an insomniac, I was kind of, and I had, again, I was attached to a lot more things than, at least I was attached to those things more than I am today. Started to be physical and just like I was open-minded about it, and I was surprised at how much fun it was, as well as or how, from a physical standpoint, how it worked for me and how I felt afterwards. And I remember my first response was very funny. I had a friend who took me, Bobby Flava, who goes every day as well. And Bobby's first response, my first response to Bobby was, if I keep doing it, I'm gonna lose all my money. And he always points out that I've been a lot more successful since. And the response, I guess, was just about me saying that those things weren't so important anymore. So I felt like a less attachment, even after one class, to a lot of other stuff, and that felt a lot more important. And every day I go after work, I'll leave like in the middle of a meeting. They'll say, we're drafting the contracts and we're going to sign them and we're going to celebrate. And I say, no, I'm going to leave. You're going to have to get these signed tomorrow. And I leave every day and I go to class. And I come in here sometimes where I forget about what's important, when I've forgotten, all of the stuff that we learned just for a minute, and then I come out of class and I remember, and that's my priorities get straight, and that's the trip in and of itself, just being in the present and appreciating, life in a different way, which is what yoga helps me do. That's why I come every day, and it's always that high. I've known you for more years than you probably would want me to say, and the fact that you looked as you did when I met you, I think that's probably a part of your yoga, and it is good. When I see people who I've seen a long time ago, I've seen over the years, and I've watched them progress. I know that's certainly got to be an important part of your progression or evolution as a person, so I'm proud of you. I'm happy that you're doing this.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I'm Salley, and this is the wonderful yoga instructor extraordinaire, Miss Robin Downs, of Yoga Flavor. I went to Robin's house on a wonderful Sunday, and I had this thing in my back, and it was just a build-up. And I went to the chiropractor, massage therapist, but when I sat there and listened to her voice and followed instruction and learned how to breathe after all these years not knowing how to breathe, and she taught me how to breathe and how to relax and how to concentrate on one thing, my breath. And she has this wonderful soothing voice, which really helps. And she comes over and stretches you a little bit more than you think you can. By the end of that hour and 10 minutes, I didn't have that in my back anymore. And I was breathing better, Felt like no more bronchitis. Felt like the world was lifted off my shoulders. She didn't rush me. I went at my speed, and I became addicted to it. Well, I became addicted to Robin and her teaching, because you can get the yoga tapes, you can get the book Yoga for Idiots, but you gotta come to Robin Downs and Yoga Flava to get the true feeling.
I pray a lot, I meditate, I take time to just like give myself what I need to balance, you know, the things that you go through daily and the daily stresses. And I think that's a huge part of it, because a lot of people are into, you know, eating healthy and working out, all these things, and I think that's definitely things that we all need to do. But sometimes it's just taking a breath and relaxing and saying, you know what, I'm not going to stress. I'm just going to, you know, keep it simple. It's not the end of the world, whatever it is. And I think that keeps you looking young. I think that helps from stress not showing in your face and in your body, and I think it helps you make smarter decisions overall. I think I need to check out some Yoga Flava.
It's time for some Yoga Flava with Robin Downs.
Today, we're going to savor the flavor through Yoga Flava's sensual healing. I've been doing little video snacks. I call them video snacks when you just want a taste of Yoga Flava. You can check them out on YouTube, and all towards a compilation for a sensual healing DVD. And today I wanted to share with you some of the tips that I've discovered. I like to say sensuality for your sexuality. Being mindful of the senses, sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. Yoga means union. Union with the mind, the body, breath, and spirit. Union of man and woman in their most intimate times is the highest form of yoga. And flava is a hip expression for contemporary style. So my style, my flavor, I like to flow and get in touch with the body's rhythm. So join me on this sensual healing series. The senses deal with sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And I'm here to teach you about flexibility, sensitivity, and control. Lie down on your back. Make yourself comfortable. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. The back of the neck is long. Feet separated, hip distance apart. Connect with your core, your sensual core, your abdomen, your hips, thighs. Take the time to inhale, full belly breath. And exhale, pull the belly button back towards the spine and up towards your heart. Connecting with your hips, lift the hips and sway in a gentle way from side to side. Connecting with your core. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the hips, tilting that pelvic region and release down. Inhale, lifting, hold the breath, connect with the root energy center, pull the energy up and fill your body with that energy, locking that root energy center. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, releasing down, creating a nice flow. Once again, inhale, lifting, and exhale, releasing down. Then bring your right ankle just below your left knee. You can flex that right foot. Once again, take a moment, see how your body feels. Encourage a sense of ease. We hold a lot of tension in the hips, and I just want you to be mindful. Take your right fingertips and gently press that right knee away from the right hip socket. You can use your palm, gentle pressure to the middle thigh. See what that feels like, or just above the hip socket. It always provides a nice release for my lower back. Listen to your body. Encourage a stretch versus a strain. Listen to your body and allow your hips to invite you to move deeper into the opening. Breathe and Soften your face, soften your neck, soften your shoulders. We're opening up the hips. No need to tense up any other part of the body. Relax your heart. Take your right hand. Bring it between the thighs, that triangle you created. Interlace the fingers on the left hamstring. If this is too much, just drop back to where you were. If you want to come deeper into this stretch, interlace the fingers on your left shin. And then if you like, rotate that left foot, loosening up the left ankle joint. And you can gently have a sense of pushing that right knee away as you bring the left knee closer to your chest. Opening up the hips. Listen to your body. Allow yourself to release the tension, the emotions, as you encourage a sense of ease. Bring your knees to your chest. Little rock from side to side, palms on the kneecaps, circling around in each direction. Palms to the lower belly. Relax. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Repeat on the other side and then stay tuned for the next session. A couple little things, and just even being conscious of your hips and opening the hips is a path that'll take you to greater sensuality, to savor the flavor of sex. This week's episode, core control. Bless up. Lying on your back, knees bent, palms on your lower belly. Turn your head to the right, relax your face. Turn your head to the left, soften the neck and shoulders. Warming up the body, breathing, hug your knees to your chest, wiggle your toes. Give yourself a little rock from side to side, massaging the spine, warming up the body. Then place your palms on your kneecaps. Make a small circle to massage your lower back and loosen up your hips. Soles of the feet to the floor. Interlace your fingers. Let the palms cup your skull. Elbow to knee, double time. Work in the core. Have a sense of dancing with this core workout. Flowing with it. Breathe, toning the core, and then twist the knees to go to the left. Turn your head in the opposite direction as you tilt the knees, releasing the hips. Lie back. Place your hands underneath your lower back, palms face down. Release the left leg, release the right leg. Left leg, right leg. Exhale when you bring the legs up, toning the core, and then hold. Keep breathing. Control. Soles of the feet to the floor. Lift your hips up and away. So exhale, squeeze, lengthen out. Up and over, lengthen out. Up and over, lengthen out. Toning the core. Strength and control. Exhale. Inhale. Keep breathing. Soles of the feet together. Working the inner thighs. Loosening the hips. Working the abs. Toning the core. Sitting up once again. Balancing in boat pose. You can grab a hold behind the knees. You could stay here. Otherwise, see if you can lengthen out, arms parallel to the calves. See if you can lengthen out the right leg, the left leg. Control. Grab a hold of your ankles, cross at the ankles, rock and roll, lengthen up over your head, sit up without the feet touching the floor. Once again, up and over, massaging the spine, toning the core, controlling the movement. Change sides, a little faster. Massaging the spine, toning the core. Good. Once again, balancing in bow pose. You can keep your hands here if you need to. Otherwise, grab a hold behind the knees. See if you can lengthen out. And then bouncing on the sitting bones, grab a hold of your big toes and start to lengthen out the legs from side to side. Keeping your balance, keeping that control. Slow it down a little. Stretch, lengthen, still balancing, breathing. Do what you can. If you want to go a little faster, once again, work it out. Lengthen each leg, balance, control, core control. Hey, legs together, balancing, big hug for all the great control of the core, right down, lengthen out the right leg, lengthen out the left leg, take time for deep relaxation. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears, turn your palms face up, allow your feet to surrender, soften your face, soften your neck, soften your shoulders, connect with your breathing, take time to relax, renew, and rejuvenate. Take a breather and stay tuned for the next session. Sitting comfortably in a cross-legged seated posture, balance out the sitting bones, left palm on your lower belly, right palm on your heart. Inhale, allow the breathing cavity to expand, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling, energy rising, and exhale, squeeze the belly button back towards the spine, up towards the heart. Going again. Inhale, expand the breathing cavity, freshen your body, expanding the breathing cavity, uplifting your vibration. Exhale, releasing, letting go of everything you don't need. Inhale again, full belly breath, long, strong, energized spine, energy rising up the energy centers from the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra. Palms turn face up, tilt your head over to the right, lift the chin, create that infinity symbol. To loosen up the neck, create a free-flowing sense of sensual ease for your neck and shoulders. Feeling good, breathing deeply, exhaling fully, sensual healing. And from here, I wanted to talk to you about the penetration of the eyes. The eyes are the windows to your soul. The eyes provide your sense of sight, and your eyes also need to be stretched for a sense of ease and well-being. From here, look up. Now look down. Look all the way up. Look all the way down. Look up. Look down. Look up. Look down. Look straight ahead and blink your eyes 4 times, refreshing the eyes. Now look to the right, look to the left, look to the right, look to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left, look forward, and once again, blinking the eyes 4 times. Woo, you refreshed the eyes, you loosened up the neck and shoulders, we've breathed to uplift our vibration, and now from here, let's loosen up the joints. Come on to all fours. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Place a blanket underneath your knees for a sense of comfort. Lean all the way into your right shoulder. Sit all the way back into the right hip, stretching out the right knee, right ankle joint. Lean all the way over to your left hip, stretching out the left knee. Look in the eyes. Look forward with a sense of looking to your beloved. Look in the mirror. Connect with your eyes. Change the direction. Left shoulder, sitting back. Free-flowing movement with Flava. Stretch out into child's pose, surrendering for yourself, your own love, honoring yourself, honoring your beloved, surrendering with a sense of service for yourself and for your beloved. So join me on this Yoga Flava journey, a journey that takes you to health, to wellness, to a sense of ease. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Bless up with Yoga Flava. Following on my journey for nearly the past 10 years has been fellow yogini Dana Smith. She recently wrote a book, Yes, Yoga Has Curves, and asked me to write the foreword. You can get the book at yesyogahascurves.com.
But then come to my page and I'll just be a little bit more intimate.
Exactly, and I'll give you the real lowdown on
Give you the lowdown.
sensual healing.
Lowdown on sensual healing.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
and why I edited and faded swiftly so my cleavage wasn't showing.
Right. I'm going to give you the Too Strong for Real TV, for Elevate TV. Come to yoga.
But see, that's where the DVD, I'm going to have to say the unedited, unrestricted version,
right.
Because I felt like with the whole process, there was a part of me that was censoring myself, which was interesting. But you know what was also interesting when I did, you know, because I've been doing research each week.
Yeah.
When I did type in, you would get a kick, you would crack up if I could find the last one I saw. You know, just yoga and sex, the other yoga and sex videos out there. And there was one, and I was thinking about doing too for all you guys.
Yeah.
You know, it was like yoga, women doing yoga for men who like to watch.
So watch out and subscribe to Yoga Flava on YouTube and sign up for the free newsletter at yogaflava.com.